Alright, so since YouTube hates people just wanting to post an innocent video, I'll see if I can not get copyrighted by music that's offered by iMovie. So, I don't know. Anyways, this is just another look at my pterosaur-based hybrid. So this is the Hatzegopteryx as the base genome, and it's just another version of another flying hybrid that I thought would be pretty cool. The other one was Motem, which is a bird-based hybrid, so it's made of mostly bird genetics. Motem. Yeah, that one right there. I think Harpy is the... There's another yap picture there. So with this hybrid stuff, I got a little bit of fatigue on that, so I don't know. I really want to do a lot of my own stuff. I'll probably do more for fun, but maybe it's just me getting a bit too into it. That's why I always get irritated whenever there's all this rules or whatever. It's the realism versus science fiction / fantasy thing that people always argue. Like, if you're going to argue for it making sense in real life, then you need to bypass that the animals are being mixed together in the first place. So with the hybrid war stuff, that's all stuff that's in Jurassic Park. Okay, it's in Jurassic Park, so it's not real. The physics don't add up. Okay, so we can have a little bit of leeway, right? Power scalars aside, these Endom 1, I just saw a video, I forgot who it was, but Endom 1 in movie stuff and not realism, it's still winning against Endom 2.0. This stuff is getting kind of like, you don't need to take this stuff as gospel, my guys, okay? Do as I say, not as I do, whatever. Yeah, so just don't get too invested into it. It's supposed to be fun. It can be fun when it's done accurately or by itself or whichever, but I'm going to start my own stuff soon, and I'll still do it, but I'll just try not to get invested into it too much and get annoyed whenever I hear another double standard. But anyways, so Coaluros, my other hybrid that I talked about before. So this one is just the Phocaday method, true method of true seals as the base, minus the Pontolus. So leopard seals are pretty cool. Fast, agile, and dangerous predators. Very sleek in the water. Add some bulk to that, which of course would subtract some speed, but it's still going to be very agile. So I just added the leopard seal, the Pontolus, basically for size, and then more of a macro predatory instincts and abilities / traits. And then the Hadrocheirus adds for a very strong bite, because I think the Hadrocheirus was a very large seal that had a strong bite force, because it may have had mostly hard-shelled animals as its diet. And these are all in the same family, so this is going to translate pretty well. So this is my true seal water hybrid. It's that I did way before, for the Vex thing, because I thought it was going to be a one-on-one, but now there's just a whole bunch of weird shit going on, so I'm like, okay. I don't know, but I'm still going to make stuff, and I'll still just put it out there, and I'm probably going to recommend everybody else to not give a fuck about it, because it's just about people that have more money to make content like this. So it's just don't just eat up everything that you see just because it's oh, they're able to make content better or have more stuff into it. They can still be wrong with a few certain things. And no, still no hate. think I'm just pushing out a little bit of frustrations here. Yeah, I'm just looking to do it though, because I like it. Which means that you're probably gonna find out things that you don't like, which means that you like it. Like whenever people do these rant videos / whatever. Okay, so what I'm drawing is, this is my first sketch I did of the newer, revised version, something that had to be, apparently revised. I heard about this because in Goji Center's video about, like, shark jaws and vertebrate jaws that worked well together, it's like, okay, maybe, but I mean, like, granted, in the Jurassic Park universe, all of the traits that the Endom has, it's all assumed that it's able to just do everything that each animal in its genome has. It wasn't being held back by any quote-unquote realism because it was just a movie. So if it's gonna have, like if somebody says, oh, it has Megalodon for the bite, it's probably gonna be assumed that it has jaws that are more like the Megalodon, as in traits that are more centralized around the mouth, so that it actually does work. Like all this pettiness level that I'm talking about, because of the realism versus, like, hey, it's just a movie, rule of cool. And it's probably inevitable that I get a bunch of stuff like this, but anyway, so I just changed it and I took the Mako out, even though I thought it would have been really cool. The one from before is more of like a science fiction type of universe instead of like a quote-unquote realism type of thing. So this one just has 3 different types of pinnipeds so that it can be a lot more realistic. So there's the basic head shape. Here's some spots. Large pectoral fins for increased agility, along with the side-to-side swimming back fins, pelvic fins, flippers, that it'll be using for quick direction and good propulsion in the water, and of course very sleek and streamlined. And the spots, which do help. I didn't put any color in it, but it's of course dark, probably like a dark blue on the top. It's still the same as my last video that I had, so dark blue at the top and then like a whitish on the bottom for the counter shading, of course. And then the spots probably, man, that would look cool, like a dark blue with like subtle spots on it. That would be cool, like that. Oh, I guess I just sat there with, I was like, am I gonna do anything next? I was like, oh, I just sat there with that line. I don't know what I was doing there, but I usually record silently and then, oh, there it is. Oh, it just took a while. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so when I do these, I record it and then I just do the audio after. So I'm basically just like doing a voiceover of myself because I'm not too good at editing right now. But here's another closer view of the face that's like a mix between Pontolus magnus, Hadrocheirus, and the leopard seal, as evident by the specialized molars that are most like the leopard seal right here, made to be very sharp and good for thrashing and holding onto hard-shelled prey or penguins or other seals, which also goes well with Pontolus magnus, since that was actually a macropredatory member of the Odobenidae, related to the walrus. And then very thick canines, which helps for reinforcements. Yeah, so it's basically just kind of like a very large leopard seal, I guess. Closest thing you could say is for koa. I have so many more water hybrids that I could possibly do. but for another time, because it's just like project after project. I have to get better at doing color and stuff like that. I'm working on another drawing. I've been doing like I've been looking at the Ankylosaurus, those dinocephalians, so much. Like the potential is so cool. I mean, if people like to talk about dragons and hybrids and stuff, look at all these therapsids and stuff. It's an older lineage that's more basal, and so they automatically look like hybrids because they're like a basal mammalian lineage, so they look like quote-unquote reptiles mixed with mammals, even though they're synapsids, which would later give rise to true mammals. So I kind of think that the taxonomy needs an update here, or we're all fish. So we're either all fish, or we need to like do a few more classes here and there. Either or, I don't know. So I think they did the birds in the reptile class. So I guess that means reptiles or synapsids and sauropsids, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be like 4 classes, but then you got like all the fish. So you got the chondrichthyes, which I would probably argue is like a class. And then the actinopterygii, which is the ray fin fish, which would probably be another class, I would argue. And the lobefin fish. And then, let's see, so that would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's like 6. Yeah, that's like 6 classes, if I'm being real here. But it depends on the definition of class in phylogeny, which can get really sophisticated, especially when you get more down the line. But if you couldn't tell, yes, I do watch Clint's Reptiles. So I really like that channel to learn about phylogeny and taxonomy, most up-to-date facts about animals, like, hey, let's learn about these creatures as if they're animals, since they're animals, This copyright stuff, I don't know. I'm still just on this copyright thing because it's like, heaven forbid, I just want to use some music for my video. Sorry, guys. I didn't know that I was trying to claim that I was the creator of all this stuff. Fuck off. So maybe with CapCut, because I'm talking on CapCut right now, I'll see what that can do. So double upload, I don't know. I'm still just finding out my ways of trying to just avoid as many things as possible, like this stupid copyright shit. So I did a little revisioning of the head. Mind me, sorry. Got cut up. So, yeah, probably a mouth that's more adapted to doing macro predatory hunting instead of something that would look more like a walrus, because a walrus is a carnivore, and it is a carnivore, but it eats mainly just soft shell or soft-bodied hard shell bivalves and seagrass and stuff like that. So there's his little tail. Oh my gosh, heaven forbid I try to just have fun with the video. I don't know, with all these other YouTubers, I try to ask around to see if like, well, hey, how do you avoid copyright when you use like God of War music or like How to Train Your Dragon music, because that's like my favorite music and my favorite movie. Yeah. It's difficult. Okay, but yeah, more stuff to come. I'm still gonna be doing stuff. I just got a little bit cut up school stuff because I have to finish off this semester. But there he is, basic drawing, doodled there. More hybrids to come. I'll still play around with this Goji stuff, and I just need to not care so much and act like people are gonna like look at my comments and stuff. And I would probably recommend everybody else to do the same. Like, don't care too much, all right? Just don't expend too much energy with nothing, all right? Save yourself some time. It's still fun though, but it probably should have been obvious that this was supposed to be a science fiction / fantasy type of thing, and not something that was supposed to be realistic. So if only I could have mentally gotten that out of the way instead of trying to come up with so many facts about animals that don't really matter, since we're mixing these animals together in the first place. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense when you look at stuff that has happened in the Jurassic Park franchise already. I mean, the whole contest takes place in the Jurassic World universe, so that means that all that wacky shit is there. So give everyone else a little bit of leeway. What they can come up with, I don't know. So much cool shit out there to do. But yeah, man, I should be getting paid for this shit, dude. I'm so good at complaining. So here's some basic shading here, for fuck all of shading. Like I said in my other video, I try to get like a basic concept down, and then I usually always move on to the next thing, because I got artistic brain rot, I got sketch rot, or whatever. I still think this is pretty cool though. It's very cool to put animals together that work well. Like if I did the two animals, like the Pleurodon and sea lions that use their fins, that works well together. So, I'm over. Have a good day.